Have you guys ever seen this amount of shards in a single account? And this is a free to play account, by the way, guys. Let's get started with the showcase. Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. So I was over on Reddit today looking at, the first page of Reddit for Raid Shadow Legends, and I came upon this specific showcase. Let me show you. So this person right here, Black Eagle, the person that I was on the account right now and I'll be doing the showcase, just got Lydia. He's doing an ultimate free-to-play challenge, no ancient, void, or sacreds pulled, and he started October 1st, 2020. So 2.5 years later, right? 2.5 years later, he has managed to finish Lydia with an account that is not allowed to pull any shards. Why would anybody do this? Well, I'll put a link down below in the description for his updates and the post that he did if you want to check it out. It's very interesting to see, at least for giving you some kind of ideas into building your own teams and to show you that there's not really any restriction to you finishing Lydia, especially if you've been opening your shards, building your account on your own. It's all about proper strategy when building out your account and facing each of the challenges that Raid has for you, either being clan boss or faction wars or dungeons or anything else, right? So I'll put that down below in the description, but let's have a look at the account. He has 1,200 ancient shards, 300 void shards, and 96 sacred shards. And he's not even in a clan that can kill Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. So he's getting the rewards, but only one time from Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss for the team that he has, because he does not pull any shards. And we won't be pulling any shards, guys. Don't worry. But it is insane that he only has like 300 voids. And that means basically a guaranteed one champion. One champion. Because of the Mercy, right? The 220 voids. And even the sacreds, I mean, if you get the most unlucky streak of pulling shards, you'll get, I think it's 57 or 67 sacreds that you need to pull to have 100% chance to get him due to Mercy and all that. But insane amount of ancients, voids, and everything. You would expect that for somebody who's been playing all that long and doing clan boss and all that. But let's have a look at the other parts of the account. Level 98, the Great Hole bonuses. No crazy development here. I would expect like this amount after like 1 or 2 years, but you can understand that the quality of champions he might have and not allowed him to farm gold arena for that amount of time to justify even more golden pages here for each affinity bonuses. So let's have a look at the other parts of the account, the champions. That's what I want to see. And have a look at all of them. These are daily login champions, fusion champions. He has Ninja because he's been playing since 2020. Ninja was summer of 2021, I believe. So yeah, it's been some time, and unfortunately Ninja doesn't look like he'll be coming back. Or was it summer 2022? Anyway, Ninja is something that an account such as this one would have. Every single one of these champions I can see, and I remember these were fusion ones. Vlad the Nightborn, Mithrala is from the Hydra, Iron Brago. I remember my free-to-play account way back then. When I made my free-to-play series, Iron Brago was key to this. Eric's is daily login. Then we got Cleopteryx daily login. Seal is daily login. Drexar is from Fragments. And all of these are uncommons and rares that he used to pretty much finish faction wars. I wanna give you guys a showcase of the satyrs. By the way, satyrs are huge for faction wars, which he built because he wanted to push for skinwalkers. These have a crazy skill here. Attacks 4 times at random, decreases the perimeter by 15% if the attack is critical, and he says he can actually farm it in 4 minutes or so because of that teams, which is crazy. Look at this. He's got Lydia there. He hasn't collected her yet. I'm guessing he's waiting for a day when he can actually pull her and get some points for the champion chase tournaments. So some other champions he's collected also through fragments are just waiting there also. So skinwalkers, look at that, 5 minutes 40. Okay, it's a little bit longer than what I thought he said. I thought he said 4 minutes in our last message, but look at that. This team managed to beat this one at 3 stars. Crazy, crazy. But I love the commitment. And if we have a look at the Barbarians, it should be Seal of the Drakes basically doing a lot of the work here. 4 minutes for Seal of the Drakes. Yeah, he even went with Shield Guard. I did a showcase way back with Seal and Shield Guard actually 3-starring it. Plus 3 other champions, just random there. Being, supportive cast really. But yeah, I love this challenge. I love this challenge. I wouldn't do it personally because he has a lot more, patience that I would have with not pulling shards. It's very difficult. It's very difficult doing this. Look at that. 2 keys here did 66.87. So he 3 keys Ultra Nightmare. Crazy. Just think of all the rewards that he would get if he was in a clan that was actually killing it. So this is his clan boss team: Diliana, Apothecary, Efane, Ninja, and Iron Brago. This is not a team that you would expect to see do all that damage. About 33 million per run. Insane. I love it. And I think one of the key champions here that he's probably using a lot is Herndek. He's built him out with, look at that, 276 crit damage, 205 speed, 4.5k attack. He's also got Ronda. Ronda built pretty nice, 4.5k attack, 208 speed, 223 crit damage. Very strong Ronda as well, with some accuracy. I would reduce the accuracy personally, but insane. And the commitment to do this is even more. You understand a lot more on how difficult this is, because when you're also pulling shards, guys, you get 3 stars and 4 stars and all that. You get trash champions. You use those to level up and get more level 60s. You don't understand on how much easier it becomes to get level 60s when you have all those food champions available. This guy did it with just mystery shards. He's just been pulling mystery shards to finish champion chase tournaments, champion chase events, champion collection events, whatever those are called. And he's been doing it for 2.5 years now. Unbelievable. I wonder what his next challenge is going to be. Is he going to go for Romantu? I don't know if Romantu is possible, but it's definitely a big challenge also, because he's barely just gotten Arbiter. I think he got her way sooner, but he stopped there on Fuse, Razin, Scarhide, which I think he uses as another way to get more points during champion chase tournaments, where he just has all the fusion champions right here, right? So he has one, look at that. He has the fusion champions, or he might be waiting for them and just didn't happen to get them. And he fuses the epics, and then he gets points, and then he doesn't do Razin on purpose so that he'll have this always available, right? I mean, he could do it with Broadmaw, but Broadmaw is more difficult because these are through CVC, and these 2 rares I think is through summons. No, these 2 rares are through Tag Arena, and then these 2 rares you can just get the end commons and do them if you want. You could do Relic Keeper, but that is also pretty difficult as well because of the sheer amount of rares needed, plus the level 40s to get the Relic Keeper done, just for champion chase tournaments, by the way. And he's also got a good amount of mystery shards saved up, 2,800 for a future event, I'm guessing. In terms of silver and gems, I don't see how he could keep his silver and gems high, especially because of the way that the free-to-play accounts are. Free-to-play accounts don't have a lot of silver, right? Because, well, you don't buy energy, and you use up just a daily amount of energy, and then you split it around wherever you want to be farming. And when you're farming, usually it's going to be Spider to get a lot of silver. But his teams for dungeons, let's have a look at those. He said he does 12 or 13 on most affinities for Iron Twins, which is something amazing on its own because of he doesn't use gems. Stage 12 or 13 depends on the affinity. Mithrala, Python, Dur, Ninja, and Visik. Ninja must have been the MVP for this one. I'm not gonna look at potion keeps. Let's have a look at Ice Golem. He did 25 in 6 minutes 55. Did he try hard? No, didn't try hard, but I'm guessing he pretty much farmed stage 20. Look at that, a minute 24 with Apothecary in there. Look at that. Herndig, of course. No Ninja this time around. Still of the Drakes for the revived. Archmage Helmut because he's amazing. And even Iron Brago. Then we have, let's have a look at Dragon's Lair. Should be the easiest one. 2 minutes 44 for stage 25. And he can even do stage 10 with, of course, Dark Hell, Doom Tower champion. Amazing. I can totally see this team working. And it's not a bad time. 3 minutes 55, honestly, with the chance to get mythicals. Then we have Spiders then, which he does stage 7 on hard in a minute. Not bad with Ronda. So he's going with a setup where he is basically killing the waves of spiderlings over and over again. And then the survivability through Mithrala, Apothecary, and UDK is helping him survive. And I'm guessing stage 8, because of the bad affinity, is giving him difficulties. And then Fire Knight, 2 minutes 34. I'm guessing again Herndig. Such an amazing fusion. A3 that reduces turn meter. A2 decrease defense, decrease accuracy. And A1 that can give him a cooldown reset and an extra turn. Makes Herndig so strong. Of course, Ninja in there. You can have champions like a Cold Heart because that's a Void Shard only champion. You just use what you have available, and he did it, and he actually farms it at a very solid time. 2 minutes 34. If that is consistent, that is very good, because the only amount of turn meter control that you have here is through Herndig and through Visix. So very cool. And I'm guessing hard, yeah, it's too hard, honestly, to push that. And stage 10 for Sand Devils Necropolis, which I think all free-to-play accounts out there that have been doing some sort of challenge, just don't even try with Sand Devils because of just the energy investment that you need to even get one item. So they don't really try that much for Ascensions. So let's continue on. Let's have a look at the arenas. The arenas, he did some live arena, but I'm guessing he's having difficulties in there, which eventually he'll be able to push through bronze and actually gets to silver like everybody will, because of just the inflation of arena rating that we can get. Then classic arena team, let's have some battles and see his team. So he's got a Magnar. He's using a Rian the Conjurer. This one's a Doom Tower champ, Cornelia, and an Arbiter. It's a full auto team. Let's have a look at how this works. Cornelia is interesting here, maybe for the sleep. Yeah, as a way to control them. There's the weekend. And then look at that. The double hit from Magnar. Pretty strong. Cornelia just spamming the A1 there for the cooldown increase. And then Magnar taking them out. I think Magnar was a fusion champion in the past. So not a summon, by the way, guys. The same thing with Cornelia, Rian, Doom Tower, and Arbiter is from the missions. So really solid team. The weekend from Rian, I totally forgot about that. And also buff removal, I believe. Also has a buff removal, I think. Double hit, so strong. And the sleep there stopped Hefrak, I think, from doing that stupid skill. Rian had a revive. That is so cool. We get wrecked there. Get a weekend, and we actually beat that one. I did not expect that victory. That Hefrak really went nuts there. And we beat this pay to win. He has the raid card there. So we beat that account. Super strong team. In terms of Tag Arena, he mentioned that he can go to Silver 3, but he's having issues in Silver 3 and basically drops the next week. But during this week in Silver 2, he can comfortably be in the green zone and jump up to the next tier. In the bazaar, he's buying the energy and I'm guessing the accessories whenever he can. So this is always going to be on cooldown. He can even buy, look at that, he can even buy void shards, but he's not opening void shards during this challenge. So those would be pretty much wasted. And let's have a look at his teams. So his teams are, yeah, the arena team that he has. He has a Magnar plus the Herndig in a second team. And then the third one is just a really tanky team with 676,000 as overall power. Pretty strong. I'm not going to show Tag Arena because who cares about Tag Arena. In terms of, let's see Hydra. Because Hydra, we can probably see his keys. He can one key here with Ultimate Death Knight Kinagashi. I'm guessing these champions were very useful for each faction that he was trying to do. Iron Brago, Herndeg, Yoshi. And then on hard, he does a 2-key here, but slowly but surely he managed to get Mithrala. Remember, Hydra is more than 1 year old. So it's a pretty old content. So even if you're getting 1 fragment per week, 52 weeks, he's not getting the 1 because he 1-keys here. So he's getting probably 1 to 2 per week. I wonder if he was in a clan that killed it. He's getting another 1 here. He's getting maybe 2 or 3 per week here because of the higher chest. 2 or 3 per week. He eventually got Mithrala. Very, very strong commitment there for him. I'm guessing the 1 key here helped because then he could focus on the other ones. And then he would do enough damage with the remaining teams. 6.48 million with this team. Ninja using his best champion, honestly, for here. Just to try and reach over the mark for the adept chest here. So he can jump on to the next chest. But honestly, the biggest upgrade would be on warrior chest and knight chest. Where I'm guessing he would get more fragments. But right now, we don't even get the fragments. And this is a nice source for soul stones. Didn't think about the soul stones, but let's have a look at what kind of souls he has available. Look at all those. Look at all those souls. He's got a lot of these, and some of these he'll never use because these are champions that are unattainable. Well, most of these unattainable through just playing or just waiting for a fusion for that specific champion. They'll never do a Krisk fusion. Well, they did a Krisk champion training tournament, but again, as a free-to-play, it's crazy hard to push a champion training tournament. And then, yeah, he's farming the Iron Twins, it seems, every day, at least one of the difficulties, and then buying the soul stones accordingly for his champions when he sees them. So he's got souls for a good amount of his legendaries. I think almost all of them, except Mithrala, Vlad here. But everybody else, yeah, seems to have a good amount of souls. Not even using Alexander. Such a shame. This champion was so wasted with that promotion that they did. Nothing else really in the reserve that makes it crazy. I mean, he's got Ornn. He said for this faction, he only has this champion, which is understandable why he wanted to push for Lydia so much, because that new faction, Sylvan Watchers, will be very difficult for him. And to close things off, let's have a look at the Doom Tower and see what he did in there. So he says he's having some difficulties with the hard version of the Doom Tower. The normal, he can do on all of them. He cleared all of them. But the hard version of the Doom Tower, some of them he's having issues, let's say, on pushing the waves. I think this one, like, what would I do? Instead of using like this really tanky setup, I would probably try something against these nasty. Maybe I'll try Ronda here personally. I don't know. I'll probably try Ronda here. Maybe not Arbiter. Maybe instead of Iron Brago, I would use Ronda. So Ronda there to basically lock out the passive. And in that way, try to take them out. So here we boost. Let's see what we can do actually. Can we help out a little? Can we push a little bit? Who knows? So here the Mortu wave is pretty interesting. That's where I'm guessing he's having the most difficulty with. So I'm gonna try not to hit the Mortus, but easier said than done, isn't it? So if I just try to ignore them, will I be able to do something here? Ooh, looks pretty tough not to do AoE attacks. Because Mithrala is going to be randomly doing them. That's the thing. Okay, we didn't hit them this time around. Try with Brago to not hit them. There's one almost down. then just beating this wave, it's gonna be, oh, there's the more to his passive proc. I'm guessing, yeah, these are the, and of course, and of course, the one time we hit the more twos, it immediately happens like this. Maybe I should have just done the AoEs and just ignore the more twos, right? Can't even revive block. I think with Lydia, he'll actually be able to do this much easier because Lydia can actually revive champions. With, even if they get block revived, she can revive them back. When an enemy comes back to life, she'll block that and revive your team. So yeah, that would happen instead of using Ronda here. Lydia would actually help with that, but yeah, pretty tricky wave, the Mortu wave. He's also having issues with the Bomo boss, and then he's also having issues with the other rotation, which is crazy with the Dark Fae, Dark Fae Bomo, and then Eternal Dragon. Yeah. Overall, I'm so excited to see what he's gonna still do with the remaining of the challenge. He didn't mention really when he's gonna think about pulling his shards. He's tempted, but for now he's enjoying the challenge. He's got a main account. This one is more, again, as a challenge that he's doing. He might not be doing it all times. And yeah, Eagle, thank you so much for letting me on your account. Guys, if you did enjoy this, check out his post over on Reddit if you want to see more details. If you want to ask some questions, leave them down below in the comment section of the video. Thank you all so much for watching up to this point. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.